Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a skilled carpenter named Li Wei. Li Wei was known far and wide for his exquisite craftsmanship and the seamless way he worked with wood. People would travel from distant lands to seek his expertise, marveling at the intricate designs and flawless finishes of his creations. One day, a wealthy nobleman approached Li Wei with a special request. The nobleman wanted a beautifully carved wooden screen for his grand hall. Li Wei accepted the challenge and began his work with meticulous care. He selected the finest wood, carefully measured and cut each piece, and began the intricate process of carving the delicate patterns. As Li Wei worked, he noticed that the nobleman grew increasingly impatient. The nobleman would visit the workshop frequently, urging Li Wei to hurry and finish the screen quickly. Li Wei, however, remained calm and focused, continuing his work with the same meticulous care and attention to detail. One day, the nobleman could no longer contain his impatience. He burst into the workshop, demanding to know why the screen was taking so long to complete. Li Wei looked up from his work, his eyes filled with a serene wisdom. He explained to the nobleman that true craftsmanship cannot be rushed. Each piece of wood had its own unique grain and character, and it was his duty to honor that natural beauty by working with it, not against it. The nobleman, taken aback by Li Wei's words, began to understand the deeper meaning behind the carpenter's work. He realized that the true value of the screen lay not in its quick completion, but in the harmonious blend of skill, patience, and natural flow that Li Wei brought to his craft. From that day forward, the nobleman visited the workshop less frequently, allowing Li Wei to complete his work at his own pace. When the screen was finally finished, it was a masterpiece of unparalleled beauty, a testament to Li Wei's skill and the natural harmony he had achieved in his work. Taoist wisdom, rooted in ancient Chinese philosophy, provides a timeless framework for navigating the complexities of modern life. At its core, Taoism emphasizes the importance of living in harmony with the natural flow of life, rather than fighting against it. This philosophy encourages us to embrace the balance between action and inaction, allowing us to find peace and clarity even in the midst of chaos. In today's fast-paced world, where stress and distractions are constant companions, Taoist principles can offer a refreshing perspective on how to achieve balance and inner peace. The origins of Taoism can be traced back to the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, who is believed to have lived around the 6th century BCE. Lao Tzu's seminal work, the Tao Te Ching, lays out the foundational principles of Taoism. The text is a collection of poetic verses that offer insights into the nature of reality, the art of living, and the path to inner peace. The Tao Te Ching has been translated into numerous languages and has influenced philosophers, artists, and thinkers across the globe. One of the most famous stories from Taoist lore involves a skilled butcher who effortlessly carves an ox. The butcher's knife moves with such precision and grace that it never needs sharpening. When asked about his secret, the butcher explains that he follows the natural structure of the ox, allowing his knife to glide through the spaces between the bones. This story illustrates the principle of Wu Wei, or effortless action, where one acts in harmony with the natural flow of things, rather than forcing or resisting. Taoism has a rich history that spans centuries, influencing various aspects of Eastern and Western thought. The philosophy emerged during a period of great intellectual and cultural ferment in ancient China, known as the 100 Schools of Thought. This era saw the rise of numerous philosophical traditions, including Confucianism, legalism, and Moism. Taoism stood out for its emphasis on naturalness, spontaneity, and the interconnectedness of all things. Over the centuries, Taoism has evolved and been interpreted in various ways. One of the most significant developments was the emergence of religious Taoism, which incorporated elements of folk religion, alchemy, and ritual practices. This form of Taoism sought not only philosophical understanding but also spiritual transcendence and immortality. Taoist ideas have had a profound influence on Chinese culture, shaping everything from medicine and martial arts to architecture and literature. For example, traditional Chinese medicine emphasizes the balance of yin and yang, a concept central to Taoist philosophy. Martial arts like Tai Chi incorporate Taoist principles of flow and natural movement. Even Chinese architecture reflects Taoist ideas, with structures designed to harmonize with the natural landscape. One of the most significant challenges people face in maintaining balance is the constant pressure to succeed and achieve. In a society that values productivity and accomplishment, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the never-ending list of tasks and responsibilities. This constant pressure can lead to stress, anxiety, and a sense of being perpetually behind. The relentless pursuit of success often comes at the cost of our mental and emotional well-being, leaving us feeling drained and unfulfilled. Consider the modern workplace, where deadlines and performance metrics create a constant sense of urgency. Employees often feel like they are always playing catch-up, never quite able to keep up with the demands placed upon them. This relentless pressure can lead to burnout and a deep sense of dissatisfaction. Another major challenge is the constant stream of distractions that bombard us daily. From social media notifications to endless emails and messages, it's difficult to stay focused and present. These distractions not only disrupt our productivity but also fragment our attention, making it hard to find a sense of balance and inner peace. The constant need to stay connected and informed can create a sense of urgency and restlessness, further adding to our stress levels. Furthermore, the fast pace of modern life often leaves little room for reflection and self-care. In a world where everything is instant and immediate, it's easy to lose sight of the importance of taking time for ourselves. The pressure to keep up with the latest trends, technologies, and social norms can create a sense of constant catch-up, leaving us feeling like we're always running but never arriving. Taoist wisdom offers several key principles that can help us find balance amidst the chaos of modern life. One of the most fundamental concepts is Wu Wei, which translates to effortless action or non-action. Wu Wei is not about doing nothing. Rather, it is about acting in harmony with the natural flow of life. It encourages us to let go of the need to control and force outcomes, instead allowing things to unfold naturally. Imagine a river flowing effortlessly around obstacles, finding the path of least resistance. This is the essence of Wu Wei, acting in a way that is natural and unforced, rather than struggling against the current. By embracing Wu Wei, we can reduce stress and find a sense of ease and balance in our daily lives. For example, instead of forcing yourself to complete a task when you're feeling overwhelmed, take a step back, breathe, and allow the task to unfold naturally when you're ready. Another key Taoist principle is yin-yang, which represents the harmony of opposites. Yin and yang are interconnected and interdependent forces that create balance in the universe. Yin is associated with femininity, darkness, and passivity, while yang is associated with masculinity, light, and activity. The concept of yin-yang teaches us that balance is achieved through the harmonious interaction of these opposing forces. Consider the balance between work and rest. In modern society, there is often an emphasis on productivity and achievement, which can lead to burnout and exhaustion. The principle of yin-yang reminds us that rest and relaxation are just as important as work and activity. By finding a harmonious balance between these opposites, we can achieve a more fulfilling and sustainable lifestyle. For instance, after a long day of work, yang, take time to relax and rejuvenate, yin, through activities like meditation, reading, or spending time in nature. Taoism also emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment. The concept of ziren, which means naturalness or spontaneity, encourages us to embrace the flow of life without resistance. It teaches us to accept and adapt to change, rather than trying to control or avoid it. By cultivating a sense of naturalness and spontaneity, we can find inner peace and balance, even in the midst of chaos. Picture a leaf falling from a tree, effortlessly carried by the wind. This is the essence of ziren, allowing life to unfold naturally, without resistance or struggle. By embracing ziren, we can find a sense of calm and acceptance, even in the face of uncertainty and change. For example, instead of stressing about an upcoming deadline, focus on the present moment and take one step at a time, trusting that everything will unfold as it should. Applying Taoist principles to everyday life can help us find balance and inner peace amidst the chaos. Here are some practical tips based on Taoist wisdom. Instead of forcing outcomes, allow things to unfold naturally. When faced with a challenging task, take a step back, breathe, and approach it with a sense of ease and flow. Trust that the right actions will come to you when you're ready. Balance your life by finding harmony between opposites. If you've been working hard, yang, take time to rest and relax, yin. Similarly, if you've been inactive, find ways to engage in productive activities. Practice mindfulness and focus on the present moment. Let go of worries about the future and regrets about the past. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, such as meditation, nature walks, or creative pursuits. Embrace the flow of life and accept change as a natural part of existence. Instead of resisting change, adapt to it with a sense of calm and acceptance. Trust that life will guide you in the right direction. Let go of the need to control outcomes and attachments to material possessions. Focus on the journey rather than the destination, and find fulfillment in the process rather than the result. A powerful insight from Taoist teachings is the concept of Tih, which means virtue or integrity. It is about aligning our actions with our true nature and the natural flow of life. When we act with Ti, we are in harmony with the Tao, the natural order of the universe. This alignment brings a sense of inner peace, balance, and fulfillment. Consider the metaphor of a tree deeply rooted in the earth. The tree stands tall and strong, not because it forces itself to grow, but because it is deeply connected to the earth and the natural flow of life. Similarly, when we act with Te, we are deeply connected to our true nature and the natural flow of life, allowing us to find balance and harmony amidst the chaos. However, embracing Taoist principles is not without its challenges. The concept of Wu Wei can be difficult to grasp in a society that values action and achievement. Letting go of the need to control and force outcomes can feel counterintuitive, especially when we are conditioned to believe that success comes from hard work and perseverance. This tension between Taoist principles and societal expectations can create internal conflict and resistance. Furthermore, finding harmony in yin-yang can be challenging in a world that often prioritizes one over the other. For example, the emphasis on productivity and achievement, yang, can overshadow the importance of rest and relaxation, yin. This imbalance can lead to burnout and a deep sense of dissatisfaction, further adding to our stress levels. Taoist philosophical ideas have had a profound influence on subsequent philosophers, shaping the course of modern philosophy. One of the most notable philosophers influenced by Taoism was George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Hegel's dialectical method, which emphasizes the process of thesis, antithesis, and synthesis, was deeply influenced by Taoist ideas about the active role of the mind in shaping our experiences. Hegel saw history as a dialectical process leading to the realization of absolute spirit, a concept that builds on Taoist ideas about the natural flow of life. Another philosopher deeply influenced by Taoism was Arthur Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer's pessimistic philosophy, which views the world as a place of suffering and the will as the fundamental driving force, was a reaction to Taoist ideas about the limits of human knowledge and the nature of reality. Schopenhauer's concept of the will as the underlying force behind all phenomena can be seen as an extension of Taoist ideas about the interconnectedness of all things. Friedrich Nietzsche, although critical of Taoist moral philosophy, was also influenced by Taoist ideas about the limits of human knowledge. Nietzsche's concept of the will to power and his critique of traditional morality can be seen as a response to Taoist ethical theory and the distinction between phenomena and noumena. Nietzsche argued that Taoist moral philosophy was too rigid and abstract, failing to account for the complexities of human experience. Taoist ideas continue to influence contemporary philosophy, shaping debates about knowledge, morality, and the nature of reality. In the field of epistemology, Taoist ideas about the natural flow of life and the interconnectedness of all things have influenced debates about the nature of knowledge and the limits of human perception. Contemporary philosophers, such as John McDowell and Robert Brandom, have engaged with Taoist ideas, exploring the relationship between mind and world and the role of language in shaping our experiences. In ethics, Taoist ideas about the harmony of opposites and the importance of naturalness have influenced debates about moral decision-making and the role of autonomy and moral responsibility. Contemporary philosophers such as Christine Korsgaard and Honora O'Neill have built on Taoist ethical theory, exploring the implications of Taoist principles for modern moral dilemmas and the role of virtue and integrity in ethical decision-making. Taoism's influence can also be seen in contemporary debates about artificial intelligence and human rights. Taoist ideas about the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of naturalness have shaped modern concepts of human rights and individual autonomy. Taoist principles have influenced political philosophy and have provided a foundation for modern democratic values. This has led to a reevaluation of traditional moral authorities and a shift towards more individual-centered ethical frameworks. Taoist wisdom offers a profound and practical framework for finding balance and inner peace in today's fast-paced world. By embracing the principles of Wu Wei, Yin-Yang, Ziren, and Te, we can achieve a more fulfilling and sustainable lifestyle. These principles encourage us to let go of the need to control and force outcomes, instead allowing things to unfold naturally. They remind us of the importance of finding harmony between opposites and living in the present moment. By applying these Taoist principles to our daily lives, we can find balance and inner peace, even in the midst of chaos.